Hey guys, this is Spearmain, our channel here, and first things first, I ended up deciding to just do this, but all of you end up knowing that Lance Reddick has passed away, um, due to natural causes, which I highly doubt that, but he passed away, and some people in the community are respecting him through Zavala and pretty much paying him a visit wherever. And one thing that I'll end up saying is not everybody can not get sick and pass away. But most of the time, you would still end up not really talking about anything and whatnot. Now, a lot of things has been going on with the Destiny community, and for the fact that a lot of people have given a lot of negative feedback during the DLC, and now pretty sure some of you ended up playing the mission of this current week, but Amanda Holiday ended up being killed off. I don't know why, but she's permanently pretty much dead. But if they end up somehow miraculously bring her back, it wouldn't make a difference. And most of the time,
Guardian,
you would end
the
up
Lucid Hive show
pretty
their
much
faces at the
be
wellspring once again. Don't let
not
them
really satisfied with the outcome. And most of the time, you would still end up having to go and deal with a lot of other things, especially when it comes down to the community itself. Now, there has been a lot of rumors. They're not true, some of them are true. It just depends on a lot of other things. And most of the time, you would still end up not wanting to go and basically not really be able to do it. And most of the time, a lot of people have had comments when it comes down to the raid itself. And yet, it's kind of one of those 50-50 chances of you getting an Exarch that you really want. It's the same with Smith class. And any other weapon that you would end up doing. And sorry if my audio ended up being cut out or anything like that, but again, who knows. And I have been trying to take care of my voice and tone, just to make it seem normal. But then again, can't really claim to do anything about it, can't really do anything about it at all when it comes down to it. Now, has been a lot of gossiping about the current state of what the game is becoming. And for a fact that even if they end up like putting down most of the time that they end up doing it. Originally, Strand was supposed to be in Witch Queen, but it was pretty much replaced by Deicide. And most of the time, I will end up saying it, Witch Queen was the only one that had a story-driven storyline. And most of the time, you would still end up pretty much be confused and having to figure out and put it together. But the way that they had it for Lightfall, now that's one thing that I ended up wanting to talk about, is for the fact that the story itself for Lightfall is confusing. And it's just confusing as it is to be able to put it all together. And most of all, you would still end up having to still put it together, to put like some sort of information that does essentially fits. And a lot of the time, like I see a lot of people go onto the game and play for a bit. And for me, I will end up saying this is now faulting the current content of DLCs, including Forsaken. Forsaken, Curse of Osiris, and Mormite DLC were the best currently as to this day.
We're through. These monsters don't
But
stand
the
a
only
chance.
thing that will end up saying it is, for the sake of the community itself, they would end up probably demanding to have that be brought back, so that you be able to replay the DLCs, just like from Destiny 1. Be able to go and replay it once more, not just once. Just keep on. And since they no longer update Destiny 1, you would still end up not seeing very much people play on Destiny 2. Because some people do, some people don't. But most of the time, you see a lot of the players go back and play Destiny. And that's one thing that I like seeing, is they go back on Destiny 1 and they play it
Are ours.
again and again to just be sure of the memories that they ended up sharing, the memories that they ended up sharing with the people they played with, friends, family, lover, girlfriend, husband, wife. What else would? Most of the time, you would end up seeing a lot of the people do not like the only thing that I end up liking is some of the mechanics when it comes down to the raid. That's one thing. And most of the time, you still end up seeing a lot of whiplash when it comes to doing itself. I was there for a good moment of it till up to the second half. And I will end up saying it, I had to go do stuff myself, and I couldn't really be there most of the time. Because a lot of people that I do end up seeing that do work, they do constantly make it seem like it's life or death situation to play Destiny 2. it is a game. It is a game. And most of the time, you would still end up or just don't feel like playing it. Because I'm saying it, I just don't feel like playing Destiny most of the time anymore. Because a lot of that time, I would just go and let's just start looking to it's like try something different. That a lot of the time you still end up thinking on what to do. Like I said, most of the time you see a lot of people who are just copying, play something different. That's actually fun. For me, in this case, I play certain games that I enjoy playing by myself whenever I just don't feel like playing Destiny 2. And a lot of other things, though, and on top of that, it does get confused. And the community as of right now, it comes down to Sherbree, PvP, Gambit, Crucible. Even if you manage to find a good group of people, the clans aren't that really great. If it does end up becoming a bit of a wreck.
And our hold on the throne world remains firm, thanks to you.
And
Keep up the fine
a
work.
lot of the time, you would still end up pretty much not feel that great. And a lot of the time, you would still end up thinking and think for a bit. Or think for a sec when it comes down to certain days. And for me, to say the least, it doesn't really quite tell. And most of the time, you would still end up feel like it's just not that fun anymore. But to say the least, I don't know if Destiny 2 will be around long enough to the point where it will be redeemed in Bungie. In the same situation with Destiny 2, I don't think it's going to be redeemed. Because if you're saying it's free to play, even with the DLCs, back then, the DLCs were that cheap. And a lot of the time, back then, they were cheap that it was cheap enough to where you don't have to worry about money, but now it's just insane with the prices when it comes down to playing it on Steam. Witch Queen was almost about $95 for the deluxe edition. And then when it comes down to Lightfall, it was 122. 122. And it could have gone better with the story itself to make it even more sense. And it was rushed. Like most of the time, you would end up like playing the campaign itself, there's this one section in the campaign where you had to like climb up the tower to get to the effects, and there were strand grapple points. And originally, you would end up having to go and find Strand. Now, this one point at a time, you would still end up thinking, this is not worth it, because it was pretty much rushed. And from my honest opinion, they could have gone better with the narrative and everything. But I think I am gonna about to end the video here. But if you like it, please click on the like button. But if you want to stick around and know more on what my content is, click on that subscribe button. And if you want to get notified fast, just you'll see when my video gets uploaded, click on that notification button that's right next to the subscription button. And that's it for this video, and I'll see you guys later next one. Bye.